Take me back to the garden. Lead me back to the moment I heard your voice. Bring me back to communion. Lead me back to the moment I saw your face. And it was all so simple. It was easy to love. No space between us. It was easy to trust. 'Cause you are closer, closer than my skin. And you are in the air I'm breathing. Here's where the dead things come back to living. I feel my heart beating again. It feels so good to know you are my friend. And it was all so simple. It was easy to love. No space between us. It was easy to trust. 'Cause you are closer, closer than my skin. You are in the air I'm breathing. Here's where the dead things come back to living. I feel my heart beating again. It feels so good to know you are my friend. It feels so good to know you are my friend. Well, good afternoon. Thanks for joining us today. I'm here by myself. It's just me and you, and I'm grateful that you're joining us live now, but also I know a few of you watch this on the recording, and so thanks for joining us whenever, wherever you're at, to pray for our community, to pray for whatever's on your heart. That song we opened up with, it's a song called Communion. It's by Stephanie Gretzinger and Brandon Lake. It's one of my favorites. It's just really simple, all about that invitation that Jesus makes for us to be in conversation with him. And that's what our prayer time is about today, is to be in conversation with God. So you are welcome to share your prayer requests in the comment section now. I'd love to hear from you if there is a prayer request of some kind. But if you would just like to take it to God, and even if you don't know what to say exactly, just say, God, you know my heart, and you know my desire for you. So anyway, that's our invitation to pray today, and I want to thank you for joining us. If today our prayer time is meaningful to you, go ahead and click that share button. I'm really excited to share our prayer requests today. There aren't quite as many, but we did ask for one different thing in our prayer request post this morning. I'm going to take this off here. That was a little different. I knew several would be happy and ecstatic and saying that God answers our prayers for rain, and which is true. I said instead of commenting that, we added just a click like if you're happy about the rain, or if you believe God answered our prayer for the rain. So Karen, I've got your prayer for your sister Mary Lynn, your prayer for David and Carney, and if there's others there, I get a limited view of the comments right now, so we'll continue to be praying for those. We'll continue to be praying for the rain, that it soaks in, and that God would continue to pour out the rain on us. So thank you for liking that. Thank you for sharing that. I think that's pretty cool. Let's get into our prayer requests here here are your prayers. This one was shared to me on Sunday. It's real brief, but Casey, the 1-year-old we've been praying for, he's soon going to get to have his surgery. So continued prayers for him. They're in isolation up on a family farm, which has been helpful, I think, but just continued prayers for them. This journey has been a lot longer and a lot better than what they had hoped for, even though it's been filled with uncertainty and heartache. So prayers for Casey. Vicky asked for, well, this was kind of a prayer. It was a praise, and I don't know if she intended it as a prayer, but I think it is, and it's really cool. So Vicky says, thank you to God and First Church for having handbells to play, a 5-octave handbell set. It's amazing. The day I was asked to play bells was one of the biggest blessings of my life. Thanks for sharing that, Vicky. And we are blessed by your music and so many musicians in our church. Thank you for the 350 some odd years of bell ringing that our church has in experienced ringers. It's pretty cool. Cindy asked for prayers, thankful for the rain, prayers answered, and then also prayers for Jason's treatments to go good this week. Dick, again, prays for the return of Jesus. Sue asked for prayers for her great nephew, that's 11, just found out that he has epilepsy. Also continued prayers for Sue's cousin Dave with mouth and tongue cancer, and always giving thanks to God for answered prayers. This one is a prayer for Anne. Just be praying for Anne and that she can be in a good place. Prayers for Neil, who is having an upcoming surgery. This one is a prayer for Christian, son of Brett and Jarrett. He is in the hospital with a collapsed lung since Sunday with possible surgery coming up. Prayers for healing. David has a long prayer request for us. He says, keep my Aunt Marilyn in your prayers. Keep my Aunt Kathy in your prayers. Keep me in your prayers. Keep my church family in your prayers. Keep everyone healthy and safe at work and home. Keep Pastor Doug in your prayers. Keep family in your prayers. Keep mom's friend in your prayer. Keep Mary Lynn and Brian Horst in your prayers. Keep everyone healthy and safe at work and at home. I love God and my church family. And then Pat asked for prayers for the Ukrainian people and our world. I'm going to jump over here to see. I just saw a really long prayer request. I want to make sure we get it added here. Thank you for sharing those in the comments section. Okay, we got Marilyn's prayer for David and Carney. Blessed to have, yes, musical talents. Karen's prayers for Sister Sandy. We'll be sure to use her name. Martha, thank God for the rain. Healthy life for all of us. Antonio just shared a prayer request. Anyway, I see a practical prayer request there. Antonio, please message the page and we'll see what we can do to practically help you. So, but we will be praying for you now. And with that, we're called into communion with Jesus. We're called into relationship with him, and we do that through prayer. It's pretty amazing. So as I invited you earlier, maybe you have a prayer request on your heart that you can't articulate it. Just pray to God to know your heart and just dwell on him in his presence now. We have several prayer requests as well here, and we're going to begin our prayer with a praise of rain. So will you join me in praying? Well, Father in heaven, we thank you for this day. We thank you for the beautiful sunshine. And even though it's a little chilly here in Nebraska, we are grateful for the blessing of rain. We know that the rain renews, replenishes the land. It helps crops to grow, which is the livelihood of so many people around here. It helps the cattle in many ways as well. It helps squelch the fires and the danger that those pose. So Jesus, as only you can open up the heavens, only you also deserve our praise. And we thank you for the rain. We thank you for the many blessings in our life, whether that's the blessings of music or a friendship or just the presence of a loved one. Jesus, we are grateful, and that's where we choose to begin our prayer. Because it's easy, Jesus, if we're honest, to come to you and just complain or just come to you in an uncertainty. And some of us today, Jesus, that's where we're at. We're uncertain, we're unknowing, or we're just maybe feeling a little blue. Could be because of the rain. It could be because a loved one is suffering, or there's an uncertainty in a diagnosis or an upcoming surgery, or there's an uncertainty of healing because the journey has been a lot longer than what we thought it would be. Whatever it is, Jesus, even if it's just a soul-deep thing, which isn't just, but if it is a soul-deep hurt or wound or distancing that's occurred in our hearts, we humble ourselves now that you would hear our prayers, that you would hear our hearts, and that you would come in and comfort us. Jesus, as we sang, it feels so good to know you are our friend. So Jesus, we ask that you hear our prayers today, as a friend does. A friend who's able to do some about it, who will do some things about it, who will answer prayers and give words of assurance and even be a part of the miraculous healing that occurs. But Jesus, like a friend, you will hear us, you will comfort us. And no matter what comes to pass, Jesus, through our friendship, we are able to trust you. And know that you are good, and know that you are with us. Thank you for your friendship, Jesus. Thank you for all of these prayers that we lift up to you. And just thank you for the rain. Please continue to pour it out and draw nearer and nearer to us, Jesus. That is our desire, is to draw nearer and nearer to you. So in that heart and in that friendship, we pray together the prayer that you taught us. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory forever. Well, thanks for hanging with me today. Pastor Doug, he's got another checkup thing that he's doing, so continue to pray for him, and continue to pray for those who we've listed today or are on the comments section. It makes a difference, and you don't have to be here, you don't have to be anywhere other than close to the heart of Jesus for your prayers to be heard. So listen closely, pray intently, and just continue to enjoy the rain. I do want to remind you real quick before you log off, tomorrow, May 5th, is it May 5th? No, May 4th is North Platte Giving Day. Don't forget to support our Kids First Preschool. Many, many different ways to do that. If you have any questions, again, message us on the page. We're excited to do that mission offering this year. And also, don't forget the UMW salad lunch is Thursday. I'm looking forward to it because there's always a variety of salads that you don't get anyplace else. So I'm like one of the 3 guys that's invited. So sorry to the rest of you guys, women. Don't forget, that's this Thursday at noon. So thanks again for joining us, and hope you have a great, blessed day. We'll catch you next time.